Yo, people, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the Off to the Boundary Show episode 52. And we are here to talk a bit about the Cricket World Cup round 2 preview, but we'll also look at what happened round 1 of the Cricket World Cup. Of course, if you haven't been watching today, you wouldn't have known that USA have just beaten Pakistan on a super over. It would only be Pakistan to do such foolish stuff. Um, so yeah, we'll get into Group A with USA talking about Group B, Australia, Group C, Uganda getting their first win, historic one for them, and Group D, history maker Nokia. We'll get onto what I mean by that. Then we'll get onto our round 2 predictions. But here with me is the one, the only, Money. Hi, Manny.
All good, bud. All good. Just catching the Scotland-Namibia game and Gerhard Erasmus crashing at Michael Lees before to end the over. But obviously the headlines are going to be the match just finished. And I did say this in another stream, and I was supposed to say this on the preview stream that we had, which sadly got aborted in some ways. Pakistan are a shambles. The only question is, as you rightly said at the end of the watch-along, you did point out that I predicted Ireland to go through, but the Star-Spangled Banner is proudly waving.
It is. Before we get to each group specifically, I will bring up the table as well as share the stream because I have not shared it. Manny, quickly runs through all the groups. Yeah. Let me
Okay.
just share. Alright, sorry. Manny, we've got a special chat for you. You can quickly address it. Yeah, there.
This, what happened, I don't support Pakistan. So,
He's a proud British Indian citizen.
exactly.
So yeah. We will get on Pakistan. We'll get on. Oh, you say we. So you can all that then. Yeah, all people in here on both channels. Smash a like and subscribe. Manny, take us through the groups, please.
Okay, well, as we see here, Group A has just seen a bit of a shock to the system with the USA topping the group, but obviously India's big win over the Irish sees them having a much better net run rate than the US. And of course, when those two teams meet, in as much as the US have been in brilliant form, you cannot really look beyond India to win. As far as Pakistan, technically, of course, and because they lost in the Super Over, they haven't really, taken the big hit to their net run rate, but it is still a pretty bad look. It does, though, mean that if they are able to win, I expect them to lose to India, but if they are able to beat Canada and Ireland, and the US are unable to, build on that magnificent start, it could be very, very tight. Now, in as much as Ireland were pasted by India, they still have chances to come back in to the group against Canada and maybe the USA. The USA have proved that heritage means nothing, but there is a part of me that thinks that Ireland's experience could see them do well. There has been a lot of controversy about the pitch over at New York. So that is something that could be dealt with later
That
on.
pitch is so disgusting, Awful pitch.
Yeah,
But we'll get onto it.
and I think another story is that Pakistan have changed their hotel in order to ensure shorter commute, a shorter journey to the stadium. We'll see if that does any help. As far as Group B is concerned, the big headline from I think it was yesterday, yes, or the day before rather, was England and Scotland drawing, and England, by all accounts, being rather lucky to have escaped with a draw. Scotland have done well to take 4 Namibian wickets so far, and after 13 overs, the Namibians are 97 for 4, just gone to 98 with a single. But batting wise, Munsey and Jones were literally smashing England's bowlers all around the park, and you could say that England was saved by the rain. And as far as Australia were concerned, they begin their campaign with a somewhat straightforward win over Oman, but there are question marks over the big show. Hasn't really been able to turn it on in the T20s, despite his magnificent star turn in the 50 over side. And the only team, well, obviously Namibia and Scotland are playing right now, and so the winner of that game will, I think Namibia also beat. No, this is actually Namibia's first game, so the winner of this game will.
No. It's a second game. It's a second game.
Oh, so Namibia
They
played
they
Oman,
played
did they?
against they played against Oman.
Yes, that's right.
Um,
Namibia played Oman. You're right. So if Namibia win this one, they will top the group, of course. But Scotland also could top it. And a huge hit from Erasmus takes him to 52 off 30 balls. So Namibia starting to really turn it on against the Scots, and the Scots have got it all to do. Group
yeah,
C, Afghanistan with a very, very big win over Uganda, um, clearly showing their credentials. The West Indies also getting off to a good start against Papua New Guinea, but were made to work hard by the Islanders, and Erasmus has just been stumped by Leask, so it's 52 and out for the Namibian skipper, Michael Leask, the triumphant bowler. And Uganda registering a historic win over Papua New Guinea, who have now lost 2 games on the trot. And New Zealand, of course, yet to open their account, but you think that they should be more than a match for Afghanistan. And as I said, this group could very well be a group of death. And as far as Group D is concerned, South Africa thrashing Sri Lanka, bowling them out for a very paltry score, losing wickets, but in the end getting through. The Netherlands being made to work hard, but eventually their experience told against Nepal, and Bangladesh have yet to open their accounts. So I think there was someone who predicted in the group chat that this tournament is ripe for a huge shock. And
um, I think it's either Abs or yeah, I think it might Abs or Nikado. Who said that? Well, no,
I
absolutely.
apologise, Mr. B. I completely forgot. My memory failed me. I've sort of had my mind not really on the cricket these days.
We'll get to them. Basically, Pakistan needs to beat Ireland and Canada. Then India beats USA, and that India USA game is now such a big game. This grand scheme of things. So yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if USA do something. Of course, that will also be played at the New York Stadium, I believe. But we've got Ollie. How are you, Ollie?
I'm good. Obviously, I haven't been on one of these shows for a while, so it's good to be back. Apologies
Good to
for
have you.
being a little bit late. I went for a
No
walk
worries.
just before the USA game, or when the USA game ended. And then obviously I saw you live, so I came back. And here I am. But yeah, good to be back on Off to the Boundary. May have been probably either been in the comments or appeared briefly
Yeah.
in,
No,
but
you have been in comments. So
yeah. I've
nah,
been in
be
the
up
comments
yourself.
or yeah. But it's good to be back. Obviously, I'm kind of writing something cricket related. This is when Somerset won the T20, and it has all the wins on the back as well. So yeah, but I don't really have any England related cricket tops. I do have England football tops, which I sometimes wear. I wore that when England played Scotland, but yeah. But just news if I am like Hanno doing a Euro 2024 sweepstake, and it is full. So if anyone wants to join, unfortunately it is full. So Hanno is in it, and maybe a few people from the chat. I'm not sure. But there is going to be a money prize. I'm working on the money prize, possibly £10 to £24.
Okay.
And it's
Yeah.
free entry. I'm thinking of making a group chat as well. I think I put a poll on my Instagram, seeing what replies I get from that. And yeah, we'll be doing a stream probably next Tuesday. Spoken to a few people about it. Arrest is okay with that. He should be back from work from then. Elliot said he's Tuesday's okay for him. I think Joe is all right with that as well. Hannah, are you going to be free next Tuesday or?
When you're doing it.
Yeah, that's when
Um.
I'm doing my sweepstake, like like
Okay.
doing the country.
Depends what time. Depends what time
8
because
p 8
I
p.m. UK time, and that'll be 9 p.m. South African time.
yeah, that should be fine. That
Yeah,
should be fine.
cool.
Unless I've
Yeah,
got something else planned.
yeah. Unless
Well,
you
let's
got,
see.
yeah, I
So,
mean, yeah. If you don't join, maybe someone like Mr. B or someone else can join. But I'm hoping I have a full panel for once. I haven't had a full panel for quite a while. I usually
yeah.
sometimes have full panels, and
Mm,
then usually one person doesn't join or whatever. But I mean, the
uh,
last time I did a World Cup, I did the World Cup sweepstake in 2022, and I only had about 2, 3 guests for that stream. So even if I have 2 or 3 or 4, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's happening. And I just did a season review stream as well with
yeah, I need to get that done, but yeah,
yeah, I did that with Mr. B, Stepsy. I think Arrest joined for a bit, and then Joe Tier was supposed to join, but he didn't join. And yeah, a few people declined that one. But I also recently did a England watch long for the 3-0 win against Bosnia, which I think Joe Tier joined that one. Mr. B, Stepsy, Arrest, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that was it.
yeah.
But yeah. And I am
Okay.
drinking today, but it is a non-alcoholic cider today. It does say there alcohol free, so Use Channel isn't going to get
Good
banned
man.
today.
Good. No. So yeah. But let's talk a bit about the first round of games. Of
Yep.
course, Group A, USA make their mark. Luckily, in the title, I put that even in the title before
Hold on,
the
did they win their first game?
yeah yeah, they won the
Yeah, yeah.
first game.
So they
They
won
beat
2 games
Canada.
now.
Yeah, they won 2 games.
Oh, nice.
So
Yeah.
yeah, super over.
I
So
reckon USA
having a
top
look
that
at the
group. I
groups,
reckon either India maybe overtake them. I don't know.
yeah. So India, fresh island. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty comfortable, eh?
That was only by 1 run though, wasn't it? They didn't thrash them. Well, I mean, on wickets they
No,
thrashed them. But
they thrashed them. They thrashed them.
how did they
Uh,
thrash them? It was by 1 run.
no, it wasn't.
It was. It
No,
was 90.
it was by 8 wickets, Ollie. Because
Yeah.
when when a match is won by the team batting second, it's the margin is wickets.
Oh, the wickets. Okay.
Yeah. Just adjust your laptop or PC camera.
Like
Yeah,
that. Is that better? Yeah.
yeah, that's better.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get the shirt in, but I don't think I can.
It's in. It's in.
Alright.
It's in. Yeah, but that was quite comfortable for India. Again, that New York pitch being very dead. And we'll get more
Manny,
to
is
New
India
York
your
pitch.
second team in this tournament if England got knocked out?
Yeah, they are, but I don't see
Yeah.
England getting knocked out. I know, obviously, that
Alright.
the
We'll get on to England. Don't
yeah,
you
of
worry.
course.
I've got a
Yeah.
lot to say on your nation.
But when England are playing, like, do you support India in teams they play? Like when they play other
And
teams?
It's
isn't
it's England over India and India against everyone else.
Yeah. India against everyone else. Yeah.
but yeah.
It's a shame Wales don't
Um,
have a cricket team because I'll probably support Wales if they're in this.
Actually, Wales do have a county side, Glamorgan,
Yeah, they have a
and
county side, but not a national side.
most of the Welsh international cricketers end up playing for England.
Yeah.
An
they play for
example, of
England,
course, being Robert Croft.
Yeah.
yeah.
I always
Uh,
thought Owen Morgan was Welsh, but he's English, I think.
he's Irish.
Irish.
Oh, he's Irish. Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, he's
Why
Irish.
doesn't he play for Ireland then? Oh.
Why would you play for Ireland?
I don't know. Maybe
Simple.
not.
Paul Sterling is another one. Why he could have easily switched alliances. Well,
Yeah.
Ireland got thrashed against India, but I have to say
Yeah.
that
Ireland are going to finish
that
rock
New
bottom.
York pitch is so it's so for bowlers. It's not um even
Funny.
even fair, even fair,
Even fair,
because
yeah. That
what that ball was doing for the island batsmen, I feel sorry for them. Really sorry. So yeah, but that was the same when Sri Lanka batted. Um, so yeah, Canada played USA. They of course lost. They put up a massive total. They just couldn't. It was just magnificent what Host and and Jones did against Canada, and now against Pakistan. What Jones did and the whole US team really. Um, so yeah, Canada. I think they will come back stronger. Definitely. Next game is Ireland. They should be looking to win that game. So yeah, and then we've got um, yeah, we've talked about India, Pakistan. No, let's dedicate this first a few moments to America and how great they are, really. Manny, you've no, I will do America, you do Pakistan because you can talk a lot about Pakistan. I know that for sure. Um, but US, that's like this team spirit and how they have prepared for this tournament is just fantastic. I know most of us said they would finish last or fourth, but they might top this group. You never know, especially maybe they can do something against India or India struggle against a Canada and USA go through on this run rate. So you never know. So how they've prepared for the tournament is really well. And the bowling, like I criticized when they were bowling. I said to Steve and Stephen, I don't know if Stephen was on at the time, but I said to them, um, the one thing they chased the batting that get lots of applause, right? To chase that 193, 194 down, but they still got but their bowlers still went for that total. So as much as the batters done well to chase that down, the bowlers didn't really bowl that well to let Canada get that on you. But it proved otherwise that it is actually necessary. Sorry, it proved otherwise that their bowlers are actually good. Might have been just Canada on that day was really good with the bat. Um, and yeah, really done really well. I think they've proved everyone right. Will this be the biggest shock at this tournament? I don't think so. I still think there comes a shock out of Group B or Group C, with maybe Papua New Guinea upsetting a West Indies or Afghanistan or New Zealand or something like that, or maybe even Nepal um, upsetting a team there. Also, Bangladesh have not played a game. Um, Same with New Zealand. That's strange. That's strange. Why haven't they played? Hmm. So that will be coming. I didn't clock that. So loads of teams still to play their first game. Um. So yeah. Let me scroll back out. But Manny, any of you guys got last bit of praise for USA?
As I
um
said backstage, the Star Spangled Banner is proudly waving, and they're riding the crest of the wave of home support. And they deserve the win today, and also in the first match for being the braver team. But it also has to be said, Hanno, that some of the bowling to the US batsman, Aaron Jones in particular, was absolute tripe. we were watching highlight. I was watching highlights on the television of the of Jones's innings against Canada, where he was smacking sixes over one area, namely mid wicket. And the lesson to be learned is don't bowl in that area. But in as much as people might like to blame Mohammad Amir for the muck up today, he actually bowled a magnificent 19th over, which really gave Pakistan the advantage, only for Haris Rauf to stray in line and allow Jones and Kumar to get the runs they needed for the super over. And I think you could see the confidence and the energy in the Pakistani team drop because they knew that they had mucked it up. And I think credit to the US, but also now you've learnt your lesson. Do not bowl, do not stray down the leg, or you'll be smacked over mid wicket by Aaron Jones. It's as simple as that. But also credit to the skipper Monank Patel for a brilliant captain's innings, which really gave them the platform, which put Pakistan in all sorts of trouble. And as far as Pakistan are concerned, can we expect anything less? The only good thing out of this, Hanno, is that in lieu of the fact that they went to a super over, I think their net run rate, as you can see, is still 0. So they can afford to get 2 wins.
Yeah.
And be in a situation where they'll be one of potentially 2 or 3 teams with 2 wins each. But they also have to make sure they have a really good game against India. They cannot afford to crumble the way they did. And it's always Pakistan. They it was like the previous tournament in Australia. They lose to Zimbabwe, which had the Pakistan-born Sikandar Raza playing a big role in that win for them. And somehow they managed to find a way to go through to the knockout stages, and I will not go into specifics of that out of respect for you. But they've got it all to do. As far as the US are concerned, they have a lot more to look forward to, and a huge update. Former South Africa cricketer David Weezer has just gotten out, so Namibia have lost their 6th wicket. And Scotland are recovering very well indeed. 137 for 6 with, I want to say, 15 balls left. But, Ollie, you want to say something, son?
Yeah, I just want to say, I think, with USA winning the first 2 matches, they can possibly go on and win the group if they were to beat teams like India and Pakistan. Obviously, they did beat Pakistan, sorry. India can possibly top the group as well, and then possibly Pakistan, the dark horse, and then I probably see Ireland finishing rock bottom, losing all their games, and then maybe Canada can nick a game. Maybe they'll beat Ireland or something. But yeah, I think the bottom 2 will Ireland will probably finish bottom. Canada 4th. I'll say Pakistan 3rd, India 2nd, and I think USA will top the group. I think USA was surprised at all, just beating Pakistan, and I don't know who else. I think they beat Canada. So obviously they've still got to play India and Pakistan, 2 of the biggest teams, and that'll be their biggest, biggest games of the tournament in the group stage. So we'll see how they do against them. But for me at the moment, I see USA. It could change. It maybe Pakistan go on a few running games. Maybe India go on a few. Obviously, India have played less games than America, so it's quite hard to judge who's going to finish first and second. But for now, it's looking likely that USA can top this group if they can go on and win maybe all their games, or win all of them but one. Maybe may lose to India, but they still finish top if they lose to India. So yeah, I think the top 3 is definitely between Pakistan, India, and USA, and then the bottom 2 is Canada and Ireland are definitely out of this. I see them both winning 1 game probably between them, or 2 between them. And that's against themselves. So yeah, I can't see them beating any of the bigger teams like Pakistan, USA, India. So yeah, that's my opinion. USA for first, India second, Pakistan third, Canada fourth, and Ireland fifth.
And a huge update: Namibia have lost their 7th wicket. Your boy Wheel has taken another one, Zane Green, out. So Scotland are finishing very strongly indeed. 138 for 7, I think.
138 for 7. Okay. They can get to 150. They should be good. How many overs is left?
Close to 2 overs, 13 deliveries.
Okay, so 150 would be good. Don't think so. Yeah, USA could finish second. They could finish first. It would be magnificent if they can. But yeah, money, Mr. B, be up yourselves. Be up yourself, Mr. B.
Big up, money. Big up, Mr. B. Sorry.
Pakistan. Talk to me. Talk to me. We'll give you guys 3 minutes to talk about Pakistan. How bad they are.
It won't take 3 minutes, will it? But not a good performance. Let's put it that way today. We know how good they can be though when they turn up. Today they didn't do it. I loved that USA won. I wanted them to win. It's great for the tournament, great for the country, and more power to them. I hope they keep going. I hope they get through. And let's see what else they can do against other bigger teams. India will be the real tough one for them, real challenge. But, let's see if they could upset the apple cart there against India. That would be amazing. But I think they're getting through. They're definitely getting through this group. I think it could be India, then them. And maybe Pakistan. So that's about all I've got to say on the matter, really.
Okay. No, that's right. Money. Quickly. Yours. Then we move on to Group B.
Already said what I had to say about Pakistan. I think they're a shambles. As far as the US are concerned, great start. Let's see if they can maintain it. And if they do go through to the next stage at Pakistan's expense, well done to them.
Okay. Well done.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. Group B. We move on to Group B. And the thing I have is Australia cruising. Of course, they beat Oman comfortably.
Only one game, though. It's only one game, and it's only Oman.
It's only Oman. Very true. Oman have played 2 games, though. We have to take that in consideration. And Namibia and England are going to play 2 as well. Namibia and Scotland are playing their second now as well. But Oman, I don't think any of us really watched their games. They just too difficult for them. At this stage, the golfing class is too much right now, really. Namibia tiebreak against Oman. They're currently playing. What do we make of Namibia? Do we think they have a good chance going far in this tournament? Or?
No, I don't think so.
Nope, they just lost their 8th. They just lost their 8th wicket. Trumpelman out, 140 for 8, and Scotland literally are bowling magnificently in the death overs. So I'll tell you what, we're going to talk about England, but they had an absolutely lucky mistake. Let me just find out where it's being played right now. Hold on a minute, please.
Okay, thank you.
It's being played in Barbados.
Yes, the Kensington Oval.
I'll tell you what, though, they got something like 150 plus. They got some good bowlers in Namibia. They're decent bowlers.
I reckon Scotland would have beaten England. I reckon Scotland would have beaten England because they had 90 for 0.
Yeah, the batsmen were playing brilliantly well.
England were dreadful. I thought they were dreadful, England.
Yeah.
Got to be
Speak
better
on
than that.
England. Then next. Thoughts on
Got
England?
Australia.
England.
Do they play?
Obviously, say Australia cruising. Well, they've only won one game.
Yeah. It's against
They've
Oman.
obviously got to play us next, so that'll be interesting. I think whoever wins that game will probably top the group, because we've got Oman then Namibia next. Not saying that they're both easy games. Obviously, if Namibia win today, then it might be a hard game for us. But I see us being Namibia. Oman might be quite hard. Obviously, Oman lost to both Namibia and Australia. So yeah, maybe Oman's easier from out of Namibia and Oman. But if we beat Australia, then I see us topping the group because I see us being Oman and then possibly getting something from Namibia. If Namibia, slip up, they might lose, to Scotland. And they only won on Super Over by a man. So I reckon if we get through Australia, maybe even with a lucky draw again, if it gets rained off, we can get a lucky draw. That would be quite decent for us. But you
We
never
don't
know.
want that, Ollie. We want to be playing, mate. We want to be playing.
Yeah. Where is it
games,
being
not
played? It's being played
drawing.
in Barbados, so hopefully the weather's all right in Barbados. At least it's not New York. I didn't like that pitch in New York. It was just stupid to play in New York. It's good that it's in Barbados against Australia, and it's a Saturday as well. Quite an early evening, 6 o'clock kickoff on Sky Sports. Hopefully, I'm allowed to watch it downstairs. I don't know if I am. Maybe my parents go out on Saturday or something. I think my mum's going to Cardiff to meet up with her friends, so hopefully she's out. My dad will probably let me watch it. I probably will be watching the game if my mum is out. But yeah, I mean, I think we'll get some. It depends, obviously. If we bat first, then we want to, set a good target for Australia to chase. If we bowl first, then we want to, try and get them out as quick as we can, or, stop them getting over possibly 200, 150 runs. Try and get a target that we can catch. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. Probably the game of the tournament so far, I would say. Because England, former reigning champions against Australia, who are probably one of the favourites in the tournament. Yeah, so it's going to be an interesting game. I hope England win. I'm probably gonna, if we did predictions, I'm probably gonna edge to a Australia win, but I probably will back the boys, and hopefully after we can recover from that Scotland game, because we got very, very lucky to get a point from that game, obviously because it was rained off, and I don't want that happening again. As Mrs. B said, most England fans, Manny, me, Mr. B, Stepsy, we don't want it to be rained off again, because it's just frustrating when games get rained off or abandoned because of, obviously, like in football, we've seen it where the games got abandoned because of medical incidents like the Tom Lockyer, or like there was a Yeovil Town, a local team to me, a Yeovil Town, one of their games got postponed because someone in the crowd was seeking medical attention. So hopefully nothing like that or being rained off happens. So I pray that this game just happens and flows. It's, nice weather in Barbados, a sunny day. It's I don't know what the time difference is in Barbados. I'll check in it soon, but let me just say, what's the time?
Should be 5 hours difference, Ollie. 5.
Yeah, it's 6. It's no, it's 4 because it's 5. Yeah, because it's 4:29 in Barbados, and it's 3:29, 9:20. Yeah, so 5 hours ahead. So yeah, it'll be about 1 o'clock in the afternoon in Barbados. So hopefully the weather's all right in Barbados. Yeah, I'm hoping we can, try and win the game. The weather's looking all right there. It's in the 30s and 20s, late 20s in Barbados, so it should be all right. And for Saturday, oh gosh, oh dear. It looks like it's going to be raining on the Saturday. So hopefully not too heavy, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be 28 degrees, but it says 40% chance of raining. So let's pray that the weather's wrong. But yeah.
We should be playing in America, not West Indies.
No, it's not the West Indies. It's Barbados.
Well, it's still West Indies.
How is Barbados the same thing as West Indies?
A huge update. Namibia have just lost their 9th wicket.
Wait, Manny, how is Barbados the same thing as West Indies?
Though. That could be significant, Manny, getting over 150.
Probably not, Steve. Probably
how is
not.
Barbados the same as West Indies?
Barbados is in the Caribbean. They are Barbados, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana,
Yeah, but Barbados is its own
Antigua.
country, so it's got nothing to
Yes,
do with.
but they collectively form the West Indies. Those
Oh,
islands.
right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. But okay, so England, you guys said everything on England. Really, I just think you guys look poor. There's no energy really with England. Like,
Oh.
there's
You
no.
haven't seen us. You haven't seen us bat, but behave.
Yeah, I'll tell you this though, actually, Hanno. I think we might just turn up against Australia, and we actually do start tournaments slowly all the time. It's been well known, well documented. We start slowly in tournaments, and then we come into our own, and then I think we were poor against Scotland, but I think we'll turn up against Australia, the bigger teams. We always do it, against these sort of teams.
Yeah.
I think we might just do them if we play the whole game.
Okay,
I'd love
fair
to
enough.
see it.
News: Van Dijk scored for Netherlands. It's 4-0 against Canada.
Yeah, but we're not talking about that, Ollie. We talk cricket on here, mate. So
yeah, no.
pardon me,
okay. Scotland. What's on Scotland? I think they batted well. To be fair, I think
they played. Yeah, they would have
would
easily won that game if their game wasn't abandoned.
Both teams have to bat on the same pitch. That's the important part. Both teams have to bat. Doesn't matter how good you are. You can be good, but you can still fumble the bag. Scotland, no result. It will be very interesting to see how they bowl. You've seen them with the bat. How do they bowl? Next game is against Oman. So let's see, man. Let's see with Scotland. There could be a dark horse in this tournament.
it depends, right? If they beat Namibia here, if they do, they got a good chance. But,
and right on cue, it looks as though the rain is falling as the last ball has been bowled.
So it could be Duckworth Lewis or something.
Are they going to bowl the last ball there, Manny?
I think they just did. I don't know.
Okay.
So it could be Duckworth Lewis involved. Could be.
Yeah. That's why 150 was a good score. Australia. Thoughts on them?
Comfortable sofa. One game.
One game, comfortable. I think the England one is the big test for them, and we'll see what they do. They do. Last thoughts on Group B.
I think England will top, then Australia, then Namibia, then Scotland, then Oman. That's my prediction.
Yeah, I just think we will come back. I just can see us coming. I still think we could do Australia, and then we got Oman and who the others? Who's after that?
Namibia.
And Oman, isn't it? Namibia and Oman. So we beat them, and I think we definitely top the group, and then Australia second. I think Scotland third, maybe, or Namibia third. I'm going, then Scotland, then Oman.
Okay, fair enough. Group C. Let's talk a bit about African representatives.
Uganda.
This time going to a World Cup. Uganda.
Brilliant.
Because they won.
Well done, Uganda.
They did lose. They did lose their first game against Afghanistan comfortably. But Papua New Guinea, they would have been eyeing that game specifically for one, and they got their one. Fair play to them. Massive credit to Uganda. I think they have worked very hard to get to this place. And yeah, I think it showed how well they have worked for this moment to achieve such historic thing. Of course, New Zealand have not played. We won't speak about New Zealand. They still have to play. But thoughts on Uganda, guys? I think it's just props to them. Well done. Can't say, it's not like USA. You can't speak negatively about them.
No, go on, Manny. You want to talk? Go first, mate.
I mean,
Yeah, I
Ollie.
mean, I don't really have much to say, to be honest, except Uganda are always going to be this type of team that will look to try and get a result that will make them happy. And, Papua New Guinea have played in some international, one or two international tournaments before, so they were expected to do as well as to do better. But for Uganda, I think it's a reward for the spirit they've shown. And it's always wonderful to see teams from the African continent, come in for a debut and really make their mark. I mean, we all remember what happened with Kenya in 1966, lost to Zimbabwe, but then they literally kicked the West Indies up the Jacksy in one of the ODI World Cup's biggest shocks. The likes of Maurice Adumbe, Asif Karim, and Steve Ticcolo, three mainstays in that side, brought about that result. And then everything came. It sort of came to a crescendo in 2003 when they reached the semi-final. And they've got a 40-odd-year-old, of course, who now has made history as the bowler with the most economical figures in the T20 game. 4 overs, 2 wickets.
Manny,
Yeah?
did you say that Namibia finished on 155 runs for 9?
Yes, 155 for 9. That's right. They
Yeah,
bowled
yeah,
the last ball and it went for 2. So
Yeah,
as
yeah.
things stand, Ollie, Scotland need 156. But
Yep.
if the rain persists, then DLS will come into play. Ooh,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
dreaded DLS. You feel for
Oh,
Scotland,
Yeah,
I feel for Scotland. They bowled magnificently. I mean, in this group, I would love to see Scotland do as well as they can. If they could beat Australia, who knows? But back to Uganda. I don't think this West Indies team will be, in a position to be shocked like they were in 1996 by Kenya. And maybe for Uganda, it'll be a step too far. But again, you never know. Such is the beauty. We saw the USA pull off a win today, although this Pakistan team is an absolute shambles, a disgrace to the nation. I think this West Indies team as co-host will be more determined, and that's why this Group C will very well prove to be a group of death. You never know what can happen. As far as Papua New Guinea are concerned, spirit is willing, but the flesh is perhaps a little bit weak. And as for Afghanistan, they're going to have some bigger tests, and it will be interesting to see how well they do. But they're continuing to impress the Afghan Warriors.
Yeah, they are. Afghanistan, but yeah. Anybody else, Steve? Have a go.
Do you want to go, Ollie, or shall I go next? Or
I'll go next. Obviously, New Zealand and Bangladesh are the only teams not to play. New Zealand first game was against Afghanistan. Afghanistan won their first game against Uganda. But obviously Uganda responded with a win against Papua New Guinea. Obviously, they won by 3 wickets and 1 run. So obviously, good win for Uganda. They've been quite good, coming up to the tournament. They've beaten teams like South Africa, Ghana, Kenya, a few, African teams. And they lost in the finals of the Ghana games, the games Ghana. I don't know what tournament that is, but they've got to play. So Uganda have got West Indies and New Zealand to play, so they've got tough games coming up. In terms of where like positions of who will finish top and stuff, when New Zealand starts play games, I reckon there'll be a threat. I reckon they might possibly beat Afghanistan, because Afghanistan beat Uganda, no biggie there. It's not Uganda aren't the best at cricket. So I reckon West Indies probably finished first. Obviously they beat Papua New Guinea. They had less wickets than them, and they won by 1 run. And then probably New Zealand, when they start to get some games going, hopefully they get some wins on the board. And then third will probably Afghanistan. And then it's a bit harsh to say fourth Uganda, because they've obviously just won a game, but and I think Papua New Guinea will finish bottom. They've lost their first two opening games. It's not going to get any easier for them. They've got Afghanistan and then New Zealand next after that. And Afghanistan have won their first game, so Papua New Guinea probably won't win that. And New Zealand, I don't see them winning that. So Papua New Guinea will finish rock bottom. I don't know how it works, how they progress. I think it's the top two progress. So I reckon
Top two,
top two. So if it's top two, I reckon West Indies and New Zealand go through. Not really much to say about that. I don't know much about all the teams. It's probably one of the weaker groups out of them all. There's only a couple of decent teams. I could probably only about three or two decent teams that group. But Mr. B, you can have your say on Group C now if you want.
Yeah, cheers, man. And as I say, it was a great win for Uganda. Brilliant. Only by 3 wickets, but they all count. But yeah, I still think obviously this is going to be New Zealand. I did go. I predicted West Indies not to qualify, and I think they was going to get third. And I'm still going to stick with that because I got a feeling they could lose to Afghanistan and New Zealand. But then again, the rest will probably beat all the others. So New Zealand, it could be between a three-way thing: New Zealand, Afghanistan, and West Indies. Might come down to net run rate in the end, something like that. So that's my thinking on it. So we'll see.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I think this group will come down to the wire. Group C. But as soon as New Zealand, it will be interesting to see how New Zealand play. And then come to Group D, where the best team of the tournament is in, of course, the Proteas. And the thing I put is history making Nokia. Why? 4 for 7, 4 wickets, 7 runs conceded in his overs. The best figures for South African fast bowler at a T20 World Cup.
Yeah.
Of course, the pitch. We'll get onto the pitch right now. Obviously, we'll go through the teams, but it is this one. I think we played well. The batters struggled, but that's due to circumstances not in our hands. But thoughts on the Protests? I think our bowlers did quite well. Batters, we'll see how the batters perform in the next game, which is Netherlands. Thoughts?
Yeah, who wants to go first here, guys? Anyone?
You can go first, Steve.
I thought fairly comfortable for South Africa in their first game. But I think there will be some tough ones. I think Netherlands could be a banana skin. You lost to them before, so
yeah, we have. But we'll get onto that game. But yeah.
But yeah, I just see lightning can strike twice, and that is possible there. But other than that, I think you should get through easy enough. Otherwise, but you had Sri Lanka. I thought they would be better than that, but didn't get enough runs. They bowled well, but batting was not great. I would think it's going to be touch and go. I don't know who's going to get through with South Africa. I think you'll finish top. But I think it's either going to be. Sorry, mate.
Second place is the tricky one.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. It's going to be between Netherlands and Sri Lanka. I think Netherlands might just take it.
Wouldn't surprise me, but we still have to remember Bangladesh still need to play. That's the big one.
Yeah, of course, yeah, as well. But
they still need to play. They still need to get their campaign underway. and they do that this weekend.
Yeah. But are they a force anymore, Bangladesh? I'm not really sure now. They still any good?
Never know.
Um,
Never know. Oh, yeah, no.
we'll probably decide that when they actually play a game, I think. See how good they
Yeah.
are, you know.
Yeah, when they play a game, we
Mm.
will decide that. But yeah. Anybody else want to go? Money.
Manny, you can go if you
Yeah.
want.
Group D, right? Well, South Africa certainly making the best possible start. Nepal making the Netherlands work really, really hard, though. And
Yeah.
I just think, Nepal's batting will probably be what lets them down in the end, because apart from Rohit Paudel, none of their batsmen really did themselves justice. But we were doing the watch along, Mr. B, and there was
Yeah.
a catch that was dropped right off Max O'Dowd, I think, or
Yeah.
some other guy. Yep. And I remember saying that catch could pretty well have cost Nepal the match, and it did, because you could see the energy drop. Never underestimate the power of the energy sapping power of a dropped catch or a misfield or what
Yeah.
have you. It can really hurt you, and that's the way it proved for Pakistan today. That's the way it proved for Nepal today. And
Yeah.
I think Nepal certainly have proven that they can compete, but their batting really has to improve. As far as the Dutch are concerned, they've also got to improve a lot with their batting in a way, but in terms of their bowling and their fielding, they are top notch. And that's the way it seems to be with a lot of these associate teams. They bowl really, really well and really surprise people with their, their accuracy and their tenacity. Certainly bowling a lot better than some established teams. As far as Bangladesh are concerned, I can tell you right now that their preparation has been a shambles. They, of course, lost to the US in a 3-match series, 2-1. We all thought that was a big shock at the time. In as much as the USA have been magnificent so far in the warm-ups and in their opening 2 games, you don't lose like that to a USA team. And this Bangladesh team is still dependent on Shakib Al Hassan, but with his eye condition, I don't know if he's going to last much longer. And several of the older, more senior, more experienced players are already being phased out. I don't see Bangladesh doing very much this tournament. If they're lucky, they should be able to. They should beat Nepal, but I don't think they have enough strength to, counter the other teams. And even I think the Netherlands might actually pip them to the post.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
It's still South Africa and Sri Lanka for me.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fair. So yeah, is that all the Nepal? They played really well. I think they can be proud of what they did. And they were just unlucky not to grab a result. Yeah, and then of course Netherlands. Yeah, they played really well against Sri Lanka. Disappointing, really. They were there at this game today, so we'll see if that helps them in any sense.
So who's the top 2 we're going through? I'm saying South Africa, and I'm actually going to go upset Netherlands. I'm going to say ahead of Sri Lanka.
I like Mr. B.
I agree with you, Mr. B. I think South Africa will top the group. I know Hannah would like that. And I see Netherlands finishing second. You know, a European team. Be nice to see a European team finish second.
Sri Lanka and Bangladesh.
Sri Lanka, Sri Lanka will finish third. Bangladesh will finish fourth, and then Nepal will probably finish rock bottom. Now, I don't think Nepal will win any games at all.
Look, man, he looks disgusted with that.
I'm not disgusted. I mean, look, I just think that this Netherlands team don't really have too much in terms of experienced players. Several of them have actually opted out of the squad to continue playing county cricket, including the ex-South African ruler Van der Merwe. And the way they struggled against Nepal, I really don't think that they will qualify. I think, no, I have to go with Sri Lanka.
We'll see.
Former champions,
We'll see,
don't forget.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ollie C's got to go, I think.
Okay. No worries, Ollie. No worries. Quickly shout out.
Yeah.
Just put this.
Yep, guys. So I'm trying to be quiet because my little sister is like right there asleep. Yeah, so you can catch me on my YouTube channel, D Sinclairo. Yeah, hopefully got a stream for the Euros 2024 sweepstake, which will be out next Tuesday, hopefully 8 p.m. We'll have guests like Arrest. Hopefully Hanno can join. Maybe Joel. He joined my World Cup sweepstake. Maybe Joe Tier and who else? Yeah, that me as well. Obviously, I'll be hosting. And basically, what it is, I've got a full. Obviously, it's full now, and it's only accepting people unless people leave. Yeah. So basically, 24 people. Everyone gets one country. The winner gets. I'm still trying to figure out how much money. Don't want to make it too much. My mum and gran are getting a bit fussy about how much money I give away. So I'm trying to figure out the money. Yeah. Yeah, and then Instagram, Ollie.Sinclair556, go like some of my recent posts. Did a live with Mr. B and Stepsy, quite a short one, but I tagged them. Posts coming up very soon about things I'm coming up in June. I'm going to see Harry Redknapp in Frome next week. I've got a live with Gregory Thomas from America next week as well. The Euros obviously start. My stream next week as well for the sweepstake. I'm seeing Sunset versus Glamorgan next Sunday as well. So quite a lot of things coming up in June. Yeah, so go follow me there. Message me about joining my streams. Message me about if you want to be on the waiting list to go on the sweepstake. I'll make some sort of waiting list in case someone drops out and stuff. But I'm pretty sure no one will. And I'm gonna hopefully make a group chat soon for that. And I'm waiting for the thumbnail for Hanno. Hopefully he's sending me after the stream for the stream on next Tuesday. I haven't posted on there a while, but I do repost some of the Spanish football teams posts that they tag David Rare or he's in, like videos, reels, posts or whatever. And I will be hopefully doing stuff for the Euros if he's the #1 goalkeeper in the Euros over Simon, and if he makes the squad. Yeah, apart from that, Deacon Six on mix out should be a mix out tomorrow. And yeah. Big up Hannah for everyone. Good to be back on the Off to the Boundary show. Hopefully be on the next one. And yeah, England playing on Saturday. Hopefully I can, if you're doing a watch along, I can join that because my mum will be out. But yeah, big up the panel, big up Manny, big up Hannah for hosting, of course. Big up Mr. B as well. Good to be on the panel. I was also big up for the watch along earlier. I was on the USA one for a bit, and then I went for a walk. And then, sorry, I had dinner, went for a walk, and then came back to come on this one. But yeah, if there's any streams tomorrow, if they're in the evening, I'll probably be able to join them. But in the day, I'll be at work, so won't be able to. But tomorrow's the official chart. Hopefully, finding out that Becky Hill gets a top 5 album. I've promoted that on my story, so if you can, go download it, buy it on iTunes, whatever you do. Go help her out. And Eminem is hoping to be #1, so maybe he'll be #1 or Sabrina Carpenter, but obviously that's a bit off cricket related. But yeah, big up for having me on. I do have to go now, because if I stay on for longer, my mum will complain that I'm making too much noise when my sister's in bed. But yeah, good to be on. Go check out my stream next week. Go check out my previous streams as well for the public watch hours. I did a season review with a few guests, and I did an England watch along as well. But yeah, go like this stream, subscribe to Mr. B Chats England and Cricket. He's been doing loads of watch longs recently. He deserves way more subs than he does. So go subscribe to him and his main channel as well. And of course, subscribe to Coach's Corner as well. Great content over here. He's on the road to 1K. Obviously, 700 is the next aim, but 1K will be the big aim. But yeah, big up for having me on. And yeah, see you guys.
See you later, bro.
See you, Ollie.
Okay.
Cheers,
And good
Ollie.
night. Enjoy. Obviously, the rest of the second innings of the Scotland game. Hopefully, Scotland maybe get the job done. I know Manny would maybe let me know about the score or people in the off the boundaries chat. Yeah, big up guys, and hopefully you guys see you tomorrow if you've got a stream going on tomorrow. Big up guys. See ya.
Cheers.
Good, mate. Bye.
See you later.
Cheers. Manny, I will
I
be
thought that's
back
the end of
in
the stream, isn't it, Anna? Yeah. He was on so long, it's the end of the stream, isn't it?
No, but I think there are some predictions going on, and
No, I'm joking, Manny. It's because of how long Ollie took, you know. But,
kind of
just
yeah.
joking.
But we do have some predictions coming,
Yeah.
predictions to do. So I think that's for the second round of games, and I think we also have to. Do you have the
Yeah.
schedule, Hanno? By the way, let me just see if I can.
I will bring it up. Yeah, I have it here. But yeah, there you guys can go. Be back in
Okay,
chat.
so
Alrighty. Mr.
yeah,
B
so
and
you're
Mr.
starting.
C to do the prediction.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
Mr. B and Mr. T. After you,
Yeah,
Mr. T.
so yeah, so I don't know if it's the complete schedule. I'll just confirm that, but we do have a game between Canada and Ireland. I really can't look beyond Ireland winning this one. I just don't know if Canada will be able to, you know. I just don't think Canada will be able to overcome the experience of the Irish, really.
I think
So
Hanno should have muted before he went. Muted his thing. He
yeah.
muted it, didn't he? But anyway, yeah. Sorry, mate. Carry on.
That's all
Sorry,
right.
Manny.
I know what to do.
Yeah.
And with that, the problem has been solved. The stream has been removed. So yes, I can tell you that there is, of course, the fixture tomorrow between Canada and Ireland. I do see this one being an Ireland win, but it might not be as comfortable as people might think. I'm going to go with either a 30-run or a 4-wicket win for the Irish. What say you, Mr. Jenkins?
Well, Mr. C, I just think, well, because Canada got a hell of a lot of runs against the USA, pretty unlucky to lose. And Ireland didn't look convincing the other day either. I know it was against India, but you know, I thought they could have played better than that. And so I don't know. I'm actually going to go for a shock here and go for Canada. You know,
Ooh,
to beat Ireland. I'm not going to say a score or runs or whatever, but I just think Canada might do something. You know.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Now I've got the schedule, so I'll share my thing in a minute because I can't control the one on Hanno's screen. You see.
Yeah.
Okay, so and we've got Afghanistan against New Zealand on Saturday.
Good one.
This actually should be one where New Zealand might win, but it's another game where Afghanistan could very well bring up a shock here. I'm not too sure if I'm not too sure if Afghanistan will be able to outclass to sort of overcome the Kiwis, but the Kiwis haven't played, so they are a little bit vulnerable. I just think that they should have enough to win this one. 40 runs or 5 wickets? What say you?
Yeah, I think it could be a close one. I think Afghanistan have come a long way now in this last few years and a really good team. You know, we see how they were a few years back when they first came into it. You know, what they promised, there was so much promise there with a bat. They can smack it around and certain great bowlers as well, spinners and whatever as well. So decent spinners there. Of course, Rashid Khan stands out, as we know. But there are others there. And I don't think they make it easy for New Zealand, but I think they will just about sneak it, New Zealand. I think they're just too good, maybe. We'll have too much there for them. But I still think Afghanistan are going to do well here. And I mean, they were very convincing in their first game. 183 on the board. That was a big total. And so, you know, I don't think it'll be easy, but I think New Zealand will just sneak this. So, but I think Afghanistan, I really do. I think they could possibly cause an upset again. Maybe beat West Indies, you know? I wouldn't be surprised.
They could, but you know, it will remain to be seen. But now, of course, we've got Bangladesh against Sri Lanka. I remember saying that Bangladesh are a bit of a shambles of a team right now, and in as much as Sri Lanka had a very poor result against South Africa, I just cannot look beyond Sri Lanka beating a Bangladesh team that is still dependent heavily on Shakib Al Hassan, even with his poor eyes and deteriorating eye condition. But you know, again, this could be tight, which just talks about, which is just an indicator of how poor these teams are at the moment.
Yeah, Hanno's back. Yeah. Carry on, Manny. What you say?
Yeah, so Sri Lanka should beat Bangladesh, but again, 30 runs or 4 wickets.
Okay.
I'm going to agree with you actually, Manny. There, I think Sri Lanka will win that one. Definitely. Can't see Bangladesh, as you say. Not relying so much on one man, it's not good. So I think definitely Sri Lanka.
Very nice. Hanno, if you're back, you've got these 3 games which we're talking about. Canada, Ireland. Who wins here?
Let me just quickly check. Canada, Ireland, New York. I'll go Ireland. Ireland edge it.
Well, Mr. B's gone for a shock, saying Canada should win.
Yeah. Canada might win. Well,
will remain to be seen. But yeah, go ahead. Okay, Afghanistan, New Zealand.
New Zealand comfortable.
Bangladesh, Sri Lanka.
A long think about that one.
Well, Sri Lanka, who just watched that Pakistan game that was played at the exact same stadium. So I'm gonna go Sri Lanka one.
Yep.
Yeah, we all have.
Okay, so now we've got. Yeah, so now we've got this game, of course, which will obviously be very personal to our main host for obvious reasons. You can go with your prediction first, Hanno, and say whatever you want to say about this game.
Yeah, this game is unfortunately. at the New York Stadium. Unfortunately, for Canada, would have only played 24 hours later. After this, before this game, they would have played at that stadium. I don't know if they will use the same pitch. Don't think so. I don't like the stadium. It's an awful stadium. Not the stadium itself, just the pitch. Favors the bowlers too much. Just like some pitches favors the batters too much. Like today's pitch was brilliant because you could hit boundaries, you could hit, and you could get wickets. And yeah, of course, this is a personal one. This is revenge of what happened last time out in the T20 World Cup. I'm gonna back them. I'm gonna back us to win this one.
Yeah.
No, sure.
No. I'm not going to back us. I'm not going to back us. We will lose.
Why? Come on, Hanno. The Dutch are nowhere near as good as they were 2 years ago. Come on, son.
Well,
no, we're losing on the Super Over. Apologies, people.
No, I'm going to go for a South African win. this New Zealand team, Netherlands team rather, is a lot weaker. And any team which is forced to literally, grind out a win against Nepal cannot be an impressive team. I'm sorry. South Africa to win comfortably. 50 runs or 6 wickets.
The thing is, we have gone against Netherlands in the past. Look what they done to South Africa last time. I don't know. I know you're saying they're not the force they were, Manny, but I don't know. I still got a sneaky feeling they could do something somewhere and beat another big team. I mean, don't worry, Hannah. I think you may just still sneak this. I'm not going to go and upset this time.
No, you can, mate. You can, because I would be surprised.
Well, I don't think none of us said you'd lose last time, did we? Was it 2022? You played them? Well, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we met at that time. No, I don't think we met.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we did. We didn't know each other. Definitely not.
No. No, I do think you. No, I think you will this time. I think you will beat them, South Africa. I think Netherlands will probably go on to win the. Who the other teams they got? I'm trying to think now the rest now.
South Africa,
they've got Sri Lanka and Bangladesh.
Yeah, I think they'll do, but I think they'll beat Bangladesh. Yeah, and possibly Sri Lanka. Well, I'm going, but I think you'll just sneak it. I think you will beat them this time. South Africa.
Okay, so everyone's going for that. Now, of course, the biggie, the Ashes coming to Bridgetown. A repeat of the 2010 final, but with very different circumstances. And I tell you, back England, because our bowling was absolute.
The sound audio's going, Manny.
Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah. So now I know. Keep a distance between the microphone and my mouth. Do not let it move. Yeah. Do not let my lips touch the microphone. And we are all good to go. So, okay. Don't touch it. Yeah. So, in as much as our bowling was absolute tripe against the Scotsman, we haven't batted yet. And we do have some very good batsmen, informed batsmen. I think Australia's bowlers obviously will have quite a bit of pressure on them. Pat Cummins, obviously, a lot will be expected of him, along with Mitchell Starc. But we've done it before. We should be able to do it again. And I'm pretty confident that our bowlers, having bowled as horribly as they did against Scotland, will not repeat that. So I am going to back our boys to just beat the Aussies. 20 runs or 3 wickets.
Yeah. Well, of course, I think I'm going to agree with you, Manny. I think we will turn up here. Bad start against Scotland, but as I say, we start slowly and then we turn up against the other big teams, the other big nations, and we can beat them. And we've done it to Australia before. We've done it before, and I think we're going to do it again. So come on, you England, come on.
I know that our South African will disagree, though. Where is Hannah?
Muted.
Yeah, sorry. Like Manny mentioned earlier, we haven't seen England bat. That's the key part. Like we haven't seen Scotland bowl, we haven't seen England bat. I think with the ball, you definitely have to improve. Also, take in mind Australia's stars didn't play. Most of the big stars didn't play really. So I'm going to edge this one to. I don't know. Wait. 1, 2. England. Narrow one for England.
Yes.
That's a come, kitty. Relax. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. Next one.
Ooh, the next one. I forgot about the next one. the West Indies against Uganda, always with the potential to cause a shock, as what happened in 1996. But having said that, this West Indies team is certainly a lot more focused and a lot more determined. They were pushed by Papua New Guinea, but they should be able to have enough to take care of Uganda. I'm confident of a West Indies win here. 40 runs or 5 wickets.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So do you want to go, Hannah, or shall I go next?
You can go next. You can go.
Cheers, man. Right. Yeah, I think here what isn't going to be good for West Indies Goose is going to be not as good for Uganda either. So I think West Indies are going to win.
Okay.
I think easy.
So you're saying that the West Indies will cook Uganda's goose like some traditional Jamaican jerk chicken?
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. And then
never had jerk goose before. Should be good.
I've had it. Yeah, it's nice. Lovely. Really nice.
I reckon West Indies win as well. Yeah, they should be winning as well.
Yep. And then, of course, on Sunday, it's the biggie, India against Pakistan. India, no discussion.
Yeah, I'm going India.
Because it's at the New York Stadium, I don't think it will be high scoring, but India should be able to win.
Yep, that's exactly what happened in the last tournament, because India and Pakistan were in the same group. And Oman against Bonnie Scotland. Taking a look at Scotland right now, they are 15 for no wicket after 2.5 overs. And Trumpelman is trumpling everything wide down the leg side, so he's had to switch to left arm around the wicket. And I actually believe that the Scots have got the number of the Omans. So Oman, this will be a difficult game. Yeah. Scotland to win here. Hey, and Jones has just cracked Trumpelman for 4 to end the over after 3 overs. Scotland at 19 for no loss. Their loss, as they would say.
And I thought Namibia would be good here with the bowling. I thought they were great the other day, but looks like maybe Scotland will win after all here.
You never. I mean, Trumpelman and Visa have just been bowling too many wides at the moment, and Munsey and Jones. So far, they've had an unbroken partnership stretching to 2 games now. We'll see how long this lasts. This could be a record, Yeah.
So what was this game again? Oh, no, man and
Scotland.
A man in Scotland. Yeah, Scotland. I'm going Scotland here.
I'm going to go with an upset. Oman to win.
Oh.
You just don't like the Brits, do you, Hanno?
Oh.
No, there has to be an upset somewhere. So yeah.
No chance of that happening in this game, son.
The last game we will do is Bangladesh, South Africa, and we should beat Bangladesh. We have beaten them before at the World Cup, so I'm very confident against Bangladesh.
Yes, so am I. I do remember, though, that in 2007, when the ODI World Cup was in the West Indies, Bangladesh did beat South Africa. So you might want to be wary of history repeating itself, but you shouldn't really, because this Bangladesh team are an absolute shambles.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah, I agree. South Africa, all the way. Yeah.
All the way. Then that's that. South Africa won, Scotland won, India won, West Indies won. Okay. Then we might be back tomorrow. For Canada, Ireland. Let me just check. On the thing we planned, we didn't say we will do it, but we might do it tomorrow. So yeah, but we'll let you guys know. Make sure to subscribe to Mr. B. Shout out his socials.
Thanks everyone. Mr. B for Life 182. Mr. B Hive Football private football. I'll forget it. Mr. B chats England cricket, but I was going to say my other one, football one, but I won't bother because I can't even say it anyway. It's Hiver Football Chat. I nearly done what Manny done on my thing the other day and got it totally wrong. But anyway, no. So anyway, there's obviously the two channels, but obviously this is the main one for the cricket at the moment. Me and Hanno obviously doing a lot of these watch-alongs. Another marathon one today, lasted over 4 hours again. Cracking game though with a super over, fantastic. I do like seeing games like that. I thought it could have been a double super over, but thankfully it wasn't because we needed to end it and move on to this one, of course. But yeah, there's obviously plenty coming up. I won't be involved, obviously, on Saturday with England and Australia because I'll be out. So that's that, unfortunately, but I'll try and watch it wherever I can. And obviously tomorrow, as Hanno says, it's possibly going to be one watch along for Ireland and Canada. So we'll see, possibly. And then of course Sunday maybe, or obviously I'll be back in next week with it as well. So, but thanks to everyone that's watched and obviously on my channel and on Hanno's, and keep liking and subscribing and smashing the likes and everything. And thanks to Mr. T yet again for coming in and being on my shows as well, and the watch along last week and everything. He's always welcome. And thanks to everyone else. Thanks, guys. I'm out of here. Bye.
Yeah, I'm not too sure where Hanno's gone, but
yeah, I'm going to go, Manny, anyway, mate. So you have a good one, yeah, mate. I might see you sometime for the next streams, all right? Next week or whatever.
So, absolutely, mate. You take care of yourself, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah, cheers,
obviously.
bro.
And
okay, man. Thanks, bye.
All right. Yeah. So right. So yeah, I think it's fair to say that Hanno has pretty much his laptop has died, so I will be ending the stream anyway. And well, no need to shout out my socials as of yet, but you can, of course, find me here on the Coach's Corner. And so far, I haven't been quite active on the cricket, but I will possibly come back later on, definitely for some of the bigger games and the knockouts. Thank you very much indeed for joining the show, and we will almost certainly see you again very soon. Till then, cheers, everyone.